Hey, this is another episode of Dad's World. Today I'm going to show you how to put up shelves on a concrete wall. I've already started the project, so to make it simplified and fast for you, what you will need is some elbows. You can buy these at Lowe's. I bought these at Amazon. They were solid steel. They support about 300 pounds a piece if put in properly. You need some shelving. This is 4 foot by 12 inches. I just did MDF. You can do wood. You can do whichever you want. You need some tap cons if you're going to go in. This is the size I'm using. I want the support. When I drill into the others, this is just some threaded bolts, washers for support, which I just dropped, a knife, a level. I'm using an impact screw gun, and a drill bit, and safety stuff. So, you can either measure from the bottom. That's another thing you need measuring. From the bottom of the floor up and take it across. You can use a laser level and take it across. All you're trying to do is make them all about the same height. What I did is I just started on one and worked my way over. This is an irregular space. I'm trying to make something out of nothing. Obviously I couldn't hang anything before, so this makes it a little bit easier. All right, now here we go. I've already lined up this, I've already leveled it, putting 2 per. They come with 3 holes. I'm actually just putting 2 because I'm not putting anything here that's 5,000 pounds. It's gonna mostly be lawn stuff. So you can put in 3. They also have 3 holes on the top of these for more support. If you want the full 1,200 pounds, as they say, you're gonna have to put in all of them. You're gonna have to make sure these are in good. Another key thing is when you're putting these screws into the wall, the tap cons, don't tighten them up all the way. Once they get tight, and if you mess with them, then the hole becomes trash and they won't tighten up again. You'll have to put some sticks or little things in there to make it tight. It's a real pain in the butt, so don't do that. I put in one, it's semi-tight. It's not all the way tight until I mark the hole on the other one, which is already marked. I'm gonna take my screw gun, screw into it. Loud and dirty. What I like to do is take a little level afterwards just to make sure, so I can get the proper support, make sure I'm lined up. It doesn't have to be perfect. And I'll put this in with my screw gun. Actually, I like this one. I like to put some bits together because unfortunately some of these to tighten up you can't get to. You can use a ratcheting wrench with an extension. There's multiple ways to skin this cat. So this one's actually, didn't want to get it that snug. I like to leave it a little loose until I take my board, which is 12 inches deep and 4 feet wide. You can do it any length you want. I put my braces about 1 foot in on each side to get proper support. My wall is actually a little catty-cornered, so I back the front out to make it even with this. And what it does is it gives the illusion that it's all against the wall. And if you see the gap on mine, which is unfortunate, because over here it's against the wall. So normally you would press it up against the wall all the way, but my wall has a little curve to it. So I'm just trying to beat the optical illusion, and anything I have isn't gonna fall through here anyway. It's only about 1 inch at its greatest path. So that looks like it's actually good. I'm gonna tighten this one up just a tad. And I've made it too tight, so that one. Now the bottom one, you gotta play with them a little bit, because if not, they won't be lined up with your next one. So, what do you do now to make your life quick and easy? They're lined up. I take the level just in case. I haven't drilled this in. It's about level. Now, I'll take these nice little drill bit. through the base. Once I make sure I'm at the right place, I do one at a time. So I like to put one in at a time without tightening it. What this does is lets me play on the other end. I can find a couple nuts here. So, make sure you're putting a washer with it to give more support. Drop it through the top. You don't have to tighten it yet, guys. Just get it on there. Pretty simple. Yes, I go to the other side now and do the back corner. By doing them catty corner, I know all the holes will line up. And you may want to have a shop vac when you're done. You're gonna have wood shaving and concrete dust everywhere. This isn't hard, it doesn't take long, anybody can do it. The worst part is how anal you are. If you're lining up a bunch of shelves, it's obviously going to be harder because you're trying to keep them aligned. Like I said, you can use a laser level. That'll help. I did not. On the inside one, I'm going to do another video on how to attach shelves into drywall. Maybe we'll get lucky and hit some studs. Maybe not. Grab a couple more washers. Pretty simplistic. You say, what are the uses of a shelf? I only have in this, it was 10 of these braces for 40 bucks. These were $4 a piece. You know, so that's a pretty easy thing. So I can make 5 shelves essentially for what, 55 bucks? You know, so I got 3 here and I'm putting 2 in my garage. It's a hell of a lot cheaper than buying them. These, even though this is just cheap particle board, it is more than enough to support most things that you're going to put on it, as long as you're not crazy. Last little hole here. And as you might see, I did not put 3 in the top because, once again, I'm not putting anything crazy in this, so there's no reason to put 3 bolts on the top. It is not going anywhere. So once you get these on there, you can cheat a couple different ways. Get them snug. I like to just take my little impact here, put a screw on it because these are Phillips. Grab the bottom. You can do this with a screwdriver. You can do this with the pliers if you're trying to be cheap. You can do this 50 different ways. You're just tightening it and getting it snug, okay? Not hard. There's no right or wrong way. If I can see what I'm doing here. Oh, that would help. Missing a nut. Blame that on my wife. She's doing the filming, so it's gotta be her fault. The total time on this is, if I took a lining these off, is minutes. If you're gonna be anal like I was and made sure every little nook and cranny lined up, which is irrelevant, you know, a little bit longer. Other than that, guys, this is 3 4-foot shells. They're strong. They're not going anywhere. This will hold a lot of weight. I'm not putting anything serious on it. I'm just trying to organize and clean up. This is taking something out of nothing in a space that you otherwise wouldn't have used for anything. And now it's a multi-use shelf. It's simple, it's cheap. You can do it yourself. Alright guys, if you have any questions, you want to know what I used, anything else, hit the comments. Subscribe if you like this. Give me a thumbs up. Thanks guys.